Alrighty guys, so I'm pretty sure I can build this platform up with all the plywood that I have left over. So the plan is I just kind of Tetris some pieces together on top of that first one. And obviously some edges need cutting off to fit. And I also have some more pieces here. A large piece there, some smaller ones here. And like these, there's 4 pieces there plus a big one here. I'm going to try to use up every single piece of plywood that I have, and I'm also going to include this one as the finished piece that goes on top because it's nice and smooth, and that will, and it's the thinnest too. It's another 1/4 inch piece, so that way I build up the base pretty substantially here, and it gives me a little bit more height, but mostly it's for strength, getting the, you know, as you put the mattress on and you jump on, I'm gonna have to build up the thickness to where it doesn't crack and go from there type of thing. So I'm gonna build it up, all these layers, when I get the saw, and I'm going to add all those other layers, and then the final layer will be the big, smooth, nice one, full sheet. I'll cut that to fit as well. And from there, once that's done, I can get a hold of Pierre and tell him when that's ready to rip. But in the meantime, like once I get that done tomorrow, hopefully when I get back here with the saw, do a bunch of cutting, get all that screwed together and done. Then I can continue back over here. I was kind of working my way this way. I got to get the sink moved, and I got to get the electrical system worked on. So tomorrow morning, hopefully get all this stuff whipped into shape, and then move down here to where I'm going to be focused on all the electrical for the tiny house, because that's kind of important, since I have very minimal at the moment. I got lighting, I got access to my inverter for the vacuum and stuff like that, but I don't have TV installed or anything. Not that I'm gonna be, I'm staying pretty busy. I'm not needing the TV to distract me at the moment, so. But I do got my awesome radio from Wish that I love, shortwave, that is sweet, and use it heavily, guys. Yeah, I'm just letting the fire slowly die down. I didn't re-up the burn on that, so it's just letting it slowly die down. So for now, guys, I'm pretty much done in here for today. And once I get everything cut and to fit, kind of, right? So once that's all built up and yada yada yada, I can then you know, figure out the width between the desk area so I can still get through to access the solar and stuff like that back here. So I may still have to move this guy, which shouldn't be a problem. Though I got to really think about doing that shortly, actually, very shortly, because, you know, that's the edge of the bed. There's the desk. The walkway is a little tight, if you can tell. Like, I can turn it the opposite way and it will free up a little bit of space, I think. We'll try that right now, just to see. I gotta get rid of this crap. There we go. Let's see what I can do here to make stuff happen. Now I got the little fabric on the bottom of the feet of this desk, so it should technically be fine. There we go. That's a little better, isn't it? That might work. Leave the desk here. Have my fridge induction hub, a little bit of storage, and then a little bit of storage there. I can leave the computer up there, and it's close enough. And I got storage inside of here. this might be okay. It's still gonna be, let's see if I'm standing here. There's the edge, right on the edge of the measurement. And I still got that and that, so it's not too bad. Not too shabby, I don't think. Should be okay. So we'll see. We'll see if that's a go or not. Get rid of this chair over here. But yeah, that's the plan here, guys. That is the plan. Sounds like a plan to me. And oh yeah, carbon monoxide smoke detectors. They're going to be going near the door, so I'm probably going to mount them to the ceiling, or the smoke to the ceiling, and then CO maybe on my side of the door, like somewhere over here. And that way I'll be alerted to any nonsense that may occur, just as a safety precaution. Gotta love that. And then, like I say, I will return once we get this kind of chopped up and we layer the thickness on this thing pretty substantially, guys, is what the goal is. Because the nice thing is I'm using up all stuff that's here, which I basically have no choice in doing. Really economical and very little waste here at the Off-Grid Tiny House. But no choice, because we're in the midst of shit hit the fan coronavirus. So I'm doing what I can do, if you know what I mean. And especially on the budget that I have, it's like ridiculous. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So look at the room, it's clearing up by getting rid of all that plywood and shit. We're just slowly getting more access to more room, and that's the main thing, if you ask me. So we'll check the fire before I head out, but it's pretty much dying down. I can poke it a little bit, unnecessary, but ooh. Yeah, there we go. And my solar and wind have been abysmal all day. Trash. Very little going on. The electric heaters have come on, so the wind turbine must have spooled up for momentarily, but it's about to shut off because it's going to hit the limit at 12.1, and then the batteries will lose their heat, which is kind of not good. But I'm getting it warmed up in here with this guy anyway. Thank God I still got that stove until I get my big boy hooked up. And then once the big boy's hooked up, guys, I think I'm going to hardly use the Cubic mini stove other than cooking meals on it in the wintertime. You know, people are going to say, oh, why didn't you put a plate on the barrel? Well, I'm kind of eerie about doing that because, you know, burn through and stuff. So I'm not even worried about it at this point. Don't want to put any holes in, put it that way. And a weld, I don't know if that's going to hold up during that heat or not. So kind of, I'll just use the Cubic mini as my cooker, which is fine. But yeah, I think that's gonna work, guys. Not too shabby at all. Now obviously shit's got to be cut. I'm just playing Tetris with all the little pieces that I have from cutting. Most of them come from cutting the windows out and other stuff like that. And I still, now that I went through the fixing up the 2x4s, I still have a ton of 2x4s now from changing everything to being on their edge instead of on their side. So I still got a crap ton of 2x4s, decent sizes. And so if I have to do something for some type of other project, which may happen, then we'll go from there. And I also got to decide on that desk if I really want it there. I know it will work, but it'd be nice to leave that open. I may just move the desk, plop it down closer to the door here, like right here, or on this side of the kitchen, something like that, where, or even closer, yeah, over here, so I can sit down. I'm kind of closer to the fire in case I want to warm up and do something on the desk, watch, do some YouTubing or something. So we'll figure it out, guys. We're slowly getting there, and that's all I can do. Ho ho. So here's the time, the temperature, and the date again for you guys, and hopefully this damn weather from global warming Greta cult member goes away, because we're well into spring, guys, and it's snowing and it's cold, and I need my barrel stove hooked up pronto, because I would have been running it no problem in here. Yup, you can almost see it on camera, my breath. Almost. We're just getting to that point with the stoves, kind of got it up to snuff. So anyways, what I do, since the lithium's been hanging out here for weeks now, all I do is I shut my loads off. The inverter's off, so all that the battery was powering was those LED lights, which are awesome, and I got more up here, but probably won't be using those guys too often. But yeah, so the plan still, TV mounted to that wall, so all this stuff would be gone. TV's gonna mount and go flat and in and out, and I still have to figure out how to mount the Android box and sound bar to the guy here. So here's all the screws, washers, and spacers that the TV mounted to here, and then that mounts to the wall. So, you know, you can only go in back so far to this elbow, because that stops it, obviously. But we'll have to figure out something where I can mount the Android box, soundbar, all that fun stuff to the setup. And then we'll mount the little baby LED TV somewhere else. And hey, that's 2 TVs in here. That's pretty huge. Even though they're small, guys, it's better than nothing, right? Who cares? And it's off the grid, solar. No issues. Now I could bring in a 120 volt TV, big screen, and power it off the inverter, no problem, but why not take full advantage of when not needing an inverter? That's the whole goal. Run direct right off the sun. You know what I mean, folks? Let's give you a little update on the battery. But he's been pretty sweet, even in these cold temperatures. So we're sitting at, focus camera, 82% capacity. And the battery is at 3 Celsius. So fairly close of doing the safety shut off. But that's a good thing I came today to get the heat on, because I didn't come tomorrow. Well, I didn't come yesterday, because I had to stay home, help my dad around his place, get some stuff done. So he appreciated that, and he used up those 2x4s I gave him, so got his little project done. And now I'm down to basically just 2x4s, and I will use pretty much everything up that I can, because that's going to free up a lot of space for me. And I've made more storage now, as Pierre and other people have recommended. Huge, large storage under here, under the bed. So I can throw I can pretty much roll these totes under there now, and that will be sweet because that way they get the hell out of here. They're hidden away under the bed. So I'll put those totes, I'll slide a couple totes under each side, and hey, can't beat it. That's all storage, and gets the space. So these two, that blue one, I got some large ones too. Where are those large ones at? Or is that all I had? Let me check. No, I think that was it. So yeah, those three should be able to slide under there then, under the bed, and that will be the storage for those bastards. So that eliminates a lot of crap. That's gonna be good. Good stuff. And then I think these drawers are probably gonna stay there. And maybe put that desk here, like I said, something like that. We'll figure it out because it's getting a little too crowded there with that desk. So I'll pull that out of there and slide it over here once I get my cuts done. So before I screw down the plywood fully to make that platform, I'm gonna get the desk over here, and hopefully the mattress will sit on that platform and it will be the right size. Hopefully. Hopefully. It's kind of hard not doing it with the mattress here, because that's normally how I do it, is I throw it on, see what I need, go from there, trace it out. But that's about it. Ooh, yeah, she's dying down here. Alright. So, I think I'm out of here, guys. I am gonzo. So we'll talk to you on the next one.